After all the challenge that we faced during the pandemic, believe it or not, there's still plenty of opportunities for job seekers. 48% of organizations are currently looking for new employees within the first 3 quarters in 2022. In fact, 67% of job vacancies are entry-level jobs, making them most in demand. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to finding a job, most people will say that salary is very important. You probably heard this phrase before that, don't be too choosy with your job, right? You should be grateful with whatever job that you have. But is that really true? The question is starting salary really important? Let's take a look at the stats, right? The first starting salary is, say for example, 2,000. With 5% increment in the next year, most probably you get 2,100, right? But if you job hop to a new company, let's take a look at it. You earn a 20% increment. That will net you probably about 2,520. So your average job per annum is around 30,240. Right? Example 2, your starting salary is 3,000. With 5% increment, that's 3,150. If you job hop to a new company, with that 20% salary increase is about 3,780. If you compare with both companies, right, there's about 15,120 per annum additional money for you. And that's a big amount. Although unemployment rate has gradually decreased since the pandemic, there's still a lot that is struggling to find a job and get hired. If you're a fresh graduate and struggling to get a job, we got you covered here. Number 1, big data scientist. In 2021, big data is the number 1 most employable jobs out there, period. The thing is, in the industry, there's still a shortage of them. The pay is quite high is because that is very new in the industry. We are working with machine learning, we are working with artificial intelligence. Roughly around 4,000 to 6,000 is what you will get as an entry level. Here are the skills you need as a big data scientist. First, number 1, programming. Python, Perl, C++, SQL and Java. Those are the first thing that you need to do. Next is you have knowledge of SAS, analytical tools, statistics, probability, and data visualization. Those are the most on-demand skills. It's an entire package that you need in order to qualify for this job. And the thing is, we are in the IR 4.0 currently, Industry Revolution 4.0, where data matters. Everything is all about data. So the more you can equip yourself and you can visualize the data, gather insights, the more better you are suited for this job. So my suggestions, if this interests you, better get this going. Number 2, cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is all about being responsible in protecting against threats, online threats specifically. So viruses, malware, hackers, all those things, all the lots. I'm pretty sure that you guys read the news about companies who got their data, leaked out and stuff. So this is one thing that you'll be doing as a data protector. That's what a cybersecurity engineer is. The pay range is about 5,000 to 6,500. It's pretty high because whatever that you're protecting is very sensitive. Now, the skills that you need for this is definitely networking, which under the category of CompTIA, Security Plus and Cisco CCNN. These are one of the top certificates sought after by cybersecurity engineer. And the next thing you need to know is operating system and virtual machines, networking security protocol, coding, a little bit of cloud security, and some blockchain security as well. Because blockchain is all the new fast currently. And the Internet of Things, the IoT, is something that's very, is new, and a lot of jobs are actually emphasizing on the security of IoT. So if you're interested in a career in cybersecurity, I highly recommend going into that space. Number 3, my favorite, solution architect. If you are forward-thinking and believe in technology, you might want to work as a solution architect. I'll tell you why. It's because the pay is really high. The pay starting salary is around 9,000 to 11,000. Pretty hefty for as a newcomer in the industry as well. But the good thing about a solution architect, it looks at the existing environment, analyze what technology is available, and recommend software and products or system. How can you improve the entire ecosystem? Here's the thing, it's not easy. In this, you need to have computing and operating systems knowledge. You need to know about infrastructure, you need to know about engineering, design, DevOps, system security measures, business analyst, database management, the whole lot. Yeah, forget to mention one more thing, cloud computing. It's almost like a full stack developer, I would say, but it's more like getting knowledge as a generalist across all. Because without having a general knowledge of all, you will not be able to recommend a solution for your entire technology. Hence, solution architect is very rare as a generalist, but at the same time, you need to know everything. Number 4, digital marketing specialist. We are living in a digital world. We consume our media digitally as well. So the best way to become a digital marketing specialist, I would suggest taking Google Ads certification. There are many certificates that are out there offered by Google and Facebook. You can actually go for Google Ads certification, you can go for SEO, you can even go for Facebook Ads certification as well. So there's a tons that you can actually play with. The average salary range in this is about 3,600 to 4,800. But what you really need to know as a digital marketing specialist is you need to know about data as well. No longer in the days where we rely on just creativity. You need to know about data analysis, you need to know where your target audience is, you need to know who is clicking on your ads. You also need to know about budget optimization. Other than that, you also need to know about content creation, the SEO, SEM. So design and copywriting, these are one of the essential skills you need as a digital marketing specialist. Lastly, paid media and data analysis comes hand in hand because you need to know whether your ads are performing, whether it's, should you scale, should you actually put more budget inside, or should you actually pull the plug from certain target audience. So that's as a digital marketing specialist. If you are also looking to start a freelance job or be your own entrepreneur, I highly recommend this job because it's scalable. You can do it for others, you can also do it for yourself as a business owner. Number 5, full stack developer. If you are very interested in creating your own product, especially software products and programming, this job is perfect for you. If you are into design and building dynamic data-driven websites and you have skills as a front-end developer, web design, web analytics, and you are also keen onto UI UX design, the pay is probably around 4,300 to 7,000. Very lucrative, but you need to know a few things first. The skills required for this job, number 1 is you need to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That will be the front end side of things. At the back end side of things, you need to know different frameworks such as JavaScript, Python, which is the most popular programming language right now, C#, PHP. PHP, by the way, is actually the first programming language used by Facebook back in the days. So for data management and system version control is also very important because you need to know everything about the database back end. All the contents that you actually created, stored and managed, this is something that you need. Number 6, Chief Finance Officer. This is a C-suite position. You manage the company's fiscal operation. So a guide to become a great CFO, first you need to further your education. Because it's a C-suite position, it's best that you actually have certifications or qualifications like an MBA. Next, you need to master technical skills as well. You also need to improve your soft skills such as your leadership and communication skills. You are not, just another finance guy, you actually just crunch numbers and data all day long. You need to communicate insights within your financials. You also need to stay ahead of the development. You need to know the trend, whatever that is going on nowadays. You need to earn, I would say, professional credentials like CPA, CMA, CFA. Why companies need a CFO? First, number 1 is a high level of responsibility that is needed when you audit financials, you do all your financials in the company. Next, operational efficiencies. You also need to know strategic development to increase profitability or probably reduce your costs. This is all sustainable benefits for the company. The pay range as a CFO, most likely it starts around 13,000 to 20,000 depending on your industry. So the skills that is required as a CFO, number 1 is you need to be very analytical. Number 2, you need to be risk averse. You need to know all the risks that the company might go through. You need to do budgeting as well, budget and forecast. You need to know what is the minimum range of error that the company can make but still reach profitability as well. Leadership skill is a key, especially in a C-suite position because you will be leading an entire team. Lastly, you need to collaborate with many different departments and you need to understand the business intelligence that goes through every single department. So top down as a CFO, not only you need to know about the numbers, you need to know what is the business operation as well as a trend. Number 7, Head of banking branch manager. Banking career is booming. It has always been. Ever since young, parents always been asking us be a banker because it's stable. It's true. Why? Because they earn a lot, a ton in fact. The average salary as a banking manager is range around 14,000 to 20,000, but there's a lot of things that you have to look after as in this industry as well. You need to manage your employees, you need to make sure that sales targets are met, you need to upskill your staff on the modern days technologies that is happening right there. And more than that, right, you need to have analytical skills, commercial awareness as well, because you need to know what is going on in order for you to give out a loan, what is going on, whether the business is sustainable. Especially in the digital world, there's a lot of new things that is coming up. You may or may not understand what is going on, but it is your job to actually get in the trend. It's your job to do your research. It's your job to understand what is going on in the world. And another thing is, being a banker also, you need to have excellent communication skills, and you need to have unparalleled customer service, because as a banker, that's what you do. You are a service to the customer. Number 8, for all you entrepreneurs out there, this position is something that you would most likely be interested in. The CEO of the company. Being the CEO, you have to be a big picture visionary kind of guy or girl. At the same time, you need to know a whole range of things. You need to be great at finance, you need to be great at business model, you need to be great at marketing, you need to be, I think, hands-on everything as a CEO. And